I'm weak. I've got no willpower. I've got no strength of character. Every year I make the same New Year's resolution. And every year I fail in my efforts to stick to it. Yes, every year I decide that this is the year that I am going to take up smoking, and every year I fail. I just don't have the willpower. I admire people who smoke, because they have willpower. Yes, they know all about the medical consequences of smoking, but they continue to do it, because they have the strength of mind to give it up any time they want to. And the evidence is there to prove it. The age group with the least smokers in it is the over 60s age group. It must be because of willpower. There couldn't be any other reason. I admire that willpower. And, not only that. Smokers are sharing people too. If I was walking down the street with an ice cream, how many people do you think I would share it with? How many people do you think I would walk up to, and say, "Here, have a lick of my Jim Oka almond fudge"? No, I wouldn't share my ice cream with anybody. I am greedy. Yet, when you walk down the street, there are plenty of smokers willing to share their smoke. Smoke that you can quite freely inhale as you walk behind them, from cigarettes that they have paid good money for. Yes, smokers are willing to share. And, it doesn't stop there. You get into a lift in the city. And people who have been outside for a smoke, get into the lift and are quite happy to share their smoke with others. I really admire the sharing nature of smokers. And, smokers pay more taxes than me. We all know about the high rate of tax on cigarettes. Smokers, by buying their cigarettes, do a lot more than I do, to help build the schools, and roads and other infrastructure to keep this country running. I am actually ashamed of my lack of support for our government, which needs as much money as it can get its hands on. Smokers, I applaud you. Smokers do their bit for ugly people too. We all know that it is the cool, beautiful people who smoke. Well, these cool, beautiful people narrow the gap between themselves and the ugly people, because their breath stinks, their hair smells, they have wrinkly skin, and yellow teeth. Yes, smokers do their bit to narrow the gap between the beautiful and ugly people. Isn't it great, that in a time where so many things divide us, that a group of people are doing their bit to bring us closer together? Smokers do their bit for the road toll as well. Each year 20,000 people die in Australia from smoking-related illnesses. And each year 2,000 people die on Australia's roads. Can you imagine what would happen to the road toll figures if there were no deaths from smoking? And as you often hear smokers say, you have to die of something. Yes, smokers have the health of our nation at heart. I am determined that I am going to give my next New Year's resolution a red-hot go. No buts about it. I have the disappointment of previous years to draw on. And if you believe that, sucked in, mate.